People often ask me, how do they stay connected when life is so busy? And the one thing that I offer up most often is something called a SPIRE. That's an acronym that stands for 5 words. S is for spiritual, P is for physical, I is for intellectual, R is for relational, and E is for emotional. Now, you don't have to have a shared understanding of each one of those words. For example, for spiritual for me is probably a very different understanding than it might be for, say, my mother or my sister. Relational is one of those areas that can be looked at very specifically to one relationship, or I might even be thinking about my relationship with the whole wide world. Aspire can help you really identify how you are in each one of those areas. It's certainly not meant that each one of those is going to be all-inclusive. There are certainly lots of other ways that we can think of ourselves in terms of how we are in a given moment, but they are pretty well-rounded, and for most people, it gives them a sense of how they're doing in a particular moment. I spire in my journal sometimes. I spire with my best friends. I spire with strangers. I spire at the beginning of a meeting. And here's how it goes. You simply ask, how are you doing spiritually, physically, intellectually, relationally, and emotionally? Now, you don't have to take those in order. Maybe, for example, you're feeling emotional and you want to start right there. Or you also don't have to cover every single one of them every single time. Maybe at the beginning of a meeting you feel like, we may not have enough time for everybody to spire fully, but we could just ask everyone to spire on 1 or 2 of those. So for example, at the beginning of a meeting, I might just say, hey, let's just all check in and see how we're doing emotionally and relationally. The other thing that you can do is do a speedy spire, and that is just to give 1 word on each one of those. So for example, I'll try it right now. Spiritually, I'm a little jazzed right now. Physically, I'm a little tired, but also pretty pumped up. And intellectually, I am stimulated for sure. I'm cheating already, aren't I? Because I'm doing more than 1 word, but you get the point. Relationally, I'm connected, and emotionally, I am happy. So try Spire, do it every single day in your relationships. You can even do it regularly and see what it does for the conversations and the engagement that you want to have with yourself and those around you.